And yes, we are live. All right. Let's see. What can I do here? We are live. Yes, we are live. Yep. We are YouTube
Yeah.
official now. What's going on, everybody? We are live today, tonight. It is Unmuted the Podcast. I'm Delvin. Over there, down there is down there is Miss Lisa J. What's up, Lisa J?
What up, y'all?
Over there next to me is my big bruh, Big Sir Steven. He's right over.
What's
Yeah,
up?
somewhere over there. If I was good with cameras, I would be able to let you know exactly where they are. I haven't mastered that. And they say just it's mirrored. So if when it looked right, it's actually left.
Oh, that's true. So I probably should have went that
And
way.
you know, so I'm gonna figure it out. One of these days, we're gonna figure it. Steven's right over there. Lisa right down there. How about
I
that?
feel like we had a Brady Bunch box.
Y'all look at all of that. So what's up, y'all? Listen,
Are we live on Facebook too?
we are live on Facebook. We should be live on Facebook on my page, on the Unmuted the Podcast page, on Genius Media Group page, and the Genius Media Group on YouTube.
All right.
We're going to share along the way, you guys. If you're coming in, say hello. We are live tonight. Today is Monday, July 22nd. I have to start doing that, letting people know when these record. Today is Monday, July 22nd. It is actually 7 days before Steven's birthday. It is 8 days before my birthday.
Yes.
Right.
And
who else?
somebody else in here.
Somebody.
Delvin, don't you?
I know I have a birthday on.
He literally said 8 days before his.
My birthday is 8 days away. Yours.
Didn't I tell you that I've been drinking since? Well,
I've been drinking.
in 15 minutes now.
I've been drinking. What's messing me up is I can't see. The mic is in the way of my face, so I can't really fix that. You know, I hate it when it happens to me. But yeah, Steven's birthday is next Monday. My birthday is Tuesday. Valencia's birthday, Valencia Lacey, her birthday is next Monday.
Next Monday, and then Percy is Sunday, right?
Yeah, Percy is in there.
Baby.
He is that week.
All these Leos, like, what are y'all doing?
Yes, exactly. He's Sunday.
We're making the world a better place.
Yes, we are. Thank you very much. You're so very welcome for all of this strength, by the way. Happy birthday to Steven, to Valencia, to Percy, and
to you.
Me. Listen, y'all, let's get started. This foolishness is going to go a whole different way, but we got to get started with the ultimate chess move politically. Yesterday, Joseph Robinette Biden decided to lay down the ultimate political chess move, and adhering to the pressure. Well, that's not the move. The first move was adhering to the pressure and saying that he is going to bow out of the race. That's the first thing. The second shoe dropped later on that afternoon because, you know, I'm texting Lisa and Steven, okay, Biden dropped out. And I was just saying, we got to do a show today. We got to do a show because Biden dropped out. And then next thing you know, we didn't do a show. But we're coming on today because we can't let this information go without talking about it.
It's too much. It's way too much.
It's too hot. This thing is too hot.
Yeah, way too much.
Biden to drop out at 81 because he no longer, the party feels that he cannot represent the Democratic Party anymore because he is old, he is feeble, he has COVID, and it just did not look good when he
keeps glitching.
He's what? He's flinching?
He glitching. He keep resetting.
He has this sundowners. I thought it was just me. he has this Sundowners moment when he just stops. And we talk about Mitch McConnell.
I was gonna say Mitch had that too.
Yeah, we talk
They
about
the same age, right?
Mitch
I think
is
Mitch older, ain't he?
Yeah, Mitch is older than everybody in there. But he's still going on strong. But Joe is starting to show signs of that. And then who was the first person to call him out on it? George Clooney.
He did some shit.
Yeah. George Clooney wrote an op-ed in the New York Times, says, I love Joe Biden, but I can't support him. I can't do this no more. And as soon as he said that, everybody started to converge on not supporting Joe Biden anymore.
Yeah, it only takes that one person to speak what you already thinking, and then
you got your
open.
So everybody started to say, I can't support it. I can't support it. Then the money started drying up. They wasn't giving any money towards Joe Biden to the Biden Harris ticket. They wasn't giving any more money. And I think that privately Barack Obama had something to say to him.
I'm sure he did.
Did you read his statement?
That too? Barack? No, I didn't read that. Long statement.
Barack made an official statement about Joe, leaving, and he just basically praised him. Saying that, we're real friends, we have a real relationship, and he's one of the most honorable men that I know, blah, blah, blah. He was just giving him his kudos, basically, and, saying that in a nutshell, he felt like he did the right thing.
Well, I get it. He did, and look at it. Joe Biden has always thought of the country first, and that's what a real politician would do. Country first before your own. And it just took a little bit of talking to, because you're also, when you've been in it this long, you also get a little prideful.
Yeah.
And you want to go out like that.
Yeah.
But the real flex is him letting it go and letting another generation come up. And this is where the chess move comes in.
Right.
Joe Biden says, I'm not only going to go out, I'm putting all of my efforts into my vice president, Kamela Harris.
Yes.
That was the ultimate chess move to me, because nobody has ever done that in the history of ever.
No.
No one has done it. And so for the Republican Party, which was coming off of their convention, and they was on a high. I mean, they were really fired. I mean, everybody was
with their tampons on their face.
Right. Maxi pads on their ears.
I just know that I talked to several trauma nurses, a couple of them who are in wound care, and they say to me that this is something that we would never ever wrap a bandage around your ear like that.
Right.
Ever. It has to go along the contour, the shape of your ear. And then you're not going to have some type of My Pillow on your ear. That's what it is.
It came out today. What was it today? That he didn't have to get stitches or anything? Like, how were you shot then? There were no stitches, there were...
You see Phil.
That's not blind, Phil. But yeah, he didn't have to get stitches or anything. He literally had a paper cut.
When he was on the golf course, he wasn't wearing any bandages.
No.
The next day, 2 days after that, he was on the golf course. He was not wearing not a damn thing.
No.
Okay. So, but they all said it was such a show. It was such a show to have that pillowcase on his ear like that. That was showing him one. And then everybody else started wearing the pillowcase on their ears in support of him.
That reminds me, like my mom used to say, if your friends jump off the roof, you gonna jump off the roof too? They like, yep.
Here they
we
go.
definitely are.
And
on your mark, get set.
Listen, Trump had, and I didn't send this to you all, but I got this from Twitter, and I had to confirm it. When Trump came out there and gave his speech, which was 90 minutes long, by the way, 90 minutes long. One political feels that he's a gangster for real. One person said that it was the absolute worst acceptance speech in the history of politics.
Wow.
It was the worst in the history of politics. But not only that, he wheeled out a fireman's turnover jacket and the help that goes along with that, and let that dog bark. I promise you.
I mean, good grief.
That dog gonna do what dogs do. Okay.
I just had to stop Cody from going in the garbage can over here.
Well, you know what? My two are outside right now, and that's a good thing. So, anyway, he brought out the person who got shot and killed. I forget his name. Complet. Well, anyway, I don't even want to mess up his name.
What's his last name? Crook.
No,
Crook.
That's
Thomas Crook.
that's the person who shot him.
Uh-huh.
The person who got shot and killed.
Oh.
Completor.
I never heard their name. Okay.
Yeah, I think his
the
name.
The person that was sacrificed. You mean they sacrificed him?
Yes, the one that was sacrificed. His name, Chris Completori or something like that. But this is how I know that it was all a show. The jacket had the fireman's name at the bottom, as all firemen's jackets do.
Mm-hmm.
The last name was spelled wrong.
Damn.
Which means that it was not the jacket from the fireman. It means that it was not the helmet from the fireman, because he's saying that they brought the jacket and the helmet, and he's glad that they allowed them to have it on stage with them. I'm thinking not one fire department would ever do that, nor would the family allow that to happen. But he did with it and spelled the man's name wrong.
Right.
That's how you know. Yeah, it's so many things. They questioned the Secret Service. Did you see that today? Anybody tune into that?
I didn't. I knew that was coming. I didn't.
I didn't watch it either, y'all. So we ain't really got to talk about it. But I did read several Facebook statuses that they ripped her basically a new one, like dogging her. Like, what do you mean? Like, how did this happen? How was somebody able to scale the building and get on the roof? Like, yeah, everything that, like I said, my good sis Candace Owens was saying that.
Oh shit!
Now she's your good sis.
When she right, she my good sis. When she wrong, I don't fuck with her. But
you said when she white.
When she wrong.
But when she
yeah. Sorry.
So like they had all this set up. And if it does what it's supposed to do, then America, shame on you.
Yeah.
Well, they want the head of the Secret Service to resign, as I don't know how that solves the problem.
You mean they want the actress to quit that was acting like she was Secret Service that day?
No, she wants the person who is the actual head of the Secret Service to resign. You mean that person wasn't the head of the Secret? She was an actress. She's a plant too.
They all were. I feel like they all were.
Phil's coming with it. Them ain't real Secret Service agents.
Exactly.
How are you just standing there on the stage with him, just surrounded, but you're still standing there?
How are you protecting him by holding your hand up above his head like this?
Yeah.
What is that doing?
Like you can block
bullets with your hand. What kind of powers you got?
That's right. You're blocking the sun.
Right.
He already got hit. He doesn't need any more sunburn. No, he doesn't need that. Yeah. The entire thing was botched from the beginning, because yes, I will agree with Candace Owens in this instance. They had Secret Service on the roof. They could not have they couldn't have Secret Service on the roof where the shooter was, because it was too sloped.
It was sloped.
It was the same slope as the roof.
That that
You can't
make
make
it
this.
make sense.
You can't make this up. So you can have them on one slope roof, but you can't have them on another.
Mm-mm. Safety, I guess.
Yeah.
Their safety was questioned or in danger or whatever. But yeah, so you don't have any security up there or have it manned. You got people around you telling the police, hey, there's a guy going up there. There's a guy up there. We see he has a gun. They're like,
Look at
shut
Jim
up,
Bob.
you.
Jim
Shut
Bob
up.
there on the roof. He's Jim Bob's on the roof. He shouldn't be up there. Look at
Right. They're like, huh? Who you talking me? Oh no, no speaking English. Like they like totally played everything off. That's
those.
how you know it was an inside job.
Yeah. But still, for it to be an inside job and for everyone to deny they really messed up at the end, because how do you shoot, and because he turns his head, you miss.
At the precise moment.
That in itself,
Because what were you aiming at? That you
you
How
apparently
you firing
what
an
was your aim?
AR-15 and you ain't gotta get stitches? You get hit with it, grazed with it. You don't have to get no stitches.
I mean, that bullet is big. That
It
bullet
would
in
have
it,
took off the side of his head.
yeah.
Playing in our faces is what they are doing.
So you have all of this going on during the Republican convention. They're talking about how this was an act of God, and Trump was saying how God has saved his life, spared his life, and then riding that high from the convention, Sunday, here comes Biden announcing he's going to drop out. But not only is he going to drop out,
He hit him with the 1-2.
he's going to ride. He
Okay.
put with the full just by saying, I'm not just dropping out, but here, bam, I'm gonna let Kamala Harris come in here.
I'm endorsing my VP.
Right.
All the Republicans do just hear that damn. Where's that background music coming from? They hear that goddamn Shaft background music playing coming in. What the hell is going on? That's all. That's all it is.
And I read today somebody had posted Trump lived so he can lose to a black woman. Woo!
Ooh.
I was like,
That's
wow.
hilarious.
Wow.
Oh
Now,
my God.
listen, let me tell my wife that because she's upstairs going crazy on Kamala Harris for president swag.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
T-shirts, everything. She's got her chucks and pearls ready to go.
I'm trying to do everything not to print up a AK versus KKK shirt.
Pastor Hannah has better security. He does.
He does.
He does. Don't take Pastor Hannah for
believe that.
You know, you come up on him. He wants to. Hey, brother. Hold on.
Right.
I need you to.
You end up in a full Nelson. You like, I was just saying hi.
You wind up being asleep in the corner for like 30 minutes. You come to. We try to.
You were in the spirit. Don't worry. You were in the spirit.
Right.
Just lift your hands and say thank you, George. That's all. So now, yesterday, Kamala Harris, once that she announced that she was going to run, and not just run, she wants to earn it. She went on a fundraising.
Listen.
She went fundraising wild.
The floodgates.
$81 million
in 24 hours.
I gotta go fund me out right now. I can't even get shit 500.
Can I just get 5? Hell,
Right.
I just want to get 5. Can I get $5?
Listen, $81 million in 24 hours is insane.
I wish.
Phil said D9 about to show up and show out, period. They're going to be ski win, whatever they do, whatever organization she's with. They're going to be doing all that, as they should.
Man,
like, this is our time.
You're going to hear set it off. Y'all going to know what set it off mean. Because them AKAs, they stroll to set it off. The song is called Set It Off by Strife. I think it's but yeah.
I think it's only appropriate we end the show with that song going out.
set it off, set it off to the right, y'all. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Trust me. There is enough money for right now for her to run and beat Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Just from what she raised last night.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that Kamala is going to have the full. Once she gets the nomination, then she's going to get the full amount from the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
That hasn't even been listed yet. So she's got all this money coming in, and now Donald Trump is going into attack mode because he's saying in one of his tweets yesterday.
Is it attack mode or tantrum mode?
Yeah, tantrum attack, and mostly a tantrum.
Tantrum, because that's all he's doing.
Yeah, he asked for the money back that he spent on
a refund
on Biden.
He said, "I want a refund because Joe, what he say, Crooked Joe, knew he shouldn't have run. He was the worst president in history, and he knew he wasn't qualified, and the people knew, and yet I spent my money to campaign against him, and now he drops out. I want my money back."
That is
She
funny.
got that white lady from South Carolina money.
That's some. She got some straight up money if that's the case.
She got
80 million in 24 hours. That is unheard of.
I'm gonna send her this link to my GoFundMe shit.
Yeah, just to put into comparison, she has to raise that much money because Elon Musk is giving Donald Trump 40 million, 7 million every month.
Which is a lie. Elon said, hey, I never said that. Trump went on this praise of Elon Musk. And Elon came back and was like,
he never said that?
Absolutely not. He said, I started a PAC, whatever the PAC stands for. I guess it's some type of contribution, collecting donation situation. I don't know. But he said, I did start that, but I never committed. He was like, we don't even have that much money yet to commit to $45 million a month. Why would Donald Trump even think that somebody
that just
would
hit me
do that?
a month?
A month. Let's talk about what's the dude that owns Amazon and what's Steve Jobs like. The richest of the rich people wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. 45 million a month.
So, and you see how he's trying to downplay the $1,000 donation that Trump.
Yeah. He says somebody give $2, they want to be winding down and taking out to dinner. I'm like, wow. So, and the $2 to him is your $20,000 donors, your $50,000 donors. So he's looking at that like that was a slap in the face to them.
So
they don't care. They're finna buckle down and spend more.
Well, that's fine. Let the money come. Let the money come. Kamala's first commercial alone set this whole thing in motion. And she said today. She said today at the what was the Biden Harris campaign office in Delaware is now the Harris for President campaign office. She went in there and talked to the workers, and she said Donald Trump is a convicted sexual predator. He is a convicted felon. He scams and lies his way for scams and lies his way for money for power and political gain. As a prosecutor,
don't forget the fake college.
Oh yeah, the for-profit college. She did all of that. Prosecuted everybody. When she was the prosecutor of California, what is the state's attorney of California? She says that Donald Trump has a type, and I prosecute people of that type. Wow. So if he wants to debate me, you don't want a convicted felon to go up against a prosecutor.
A state's attorney?
Right.
Come on, that's gonna be such hot TV. Like I hope That's gonna end up like on the Zeus network because they
He's
probably
gonna
gonna do
have
the
to do it
blow.
though. He's gonna have to go up against her.
He's
Oh,
gonna
it's
have to
gonna,
do it
oh,
sooner or later,
please.
but they already stated that. He said, when
He's
is the
gonna have
next
to.
debate? Is it in August?
September.
September. Okay, so they said he already was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not
Right.
doing that shit.
Trying to back out of it. He's doing his best, and the
He's
tweet
gonna have to.
back out because he was prepared to go after Trump, go after Biden, uh,
Yeah.
and all of this, and now he wants to. If he's going to do it, he wants to take it off of ABC, which is where it's going in September, and put it on Fox News.
And why? Because Fox is
Hmm.
so far up his ass
Well, they
that
were.
Oh
They
man.
were. But now, because of the whole Dominion case with them, Fox riding that Dominion changed the votes in the booth. Every vote for Biden, but every vote for Trump wound up being a vote for Biden, and they had to wind up paying out of the ass, however many millions of dollars. Fox News is no longer supporting Donald Trump
well, shit.
Oh
About
really?
time.
because
That's news to me.
they had this litigation. They got to pay this
Me
money.
too.
They got to
You
pay
know
this.
what? I cannot wait to hear the audio recording of the phone call once Kamala wins, and he feels like, or the votes, or she even is placing higher than he is during that time, and he's calling like, I need 20,000 votes. I need you to find.
All I need
Find the ballots.
Yeah, they
180.
know they're there. They're dead people
But
voting.
can we put our minds together and just who do you think Kamala's gonna select as a running mate?
You know what
I
I
got my
saw?
I got my guess, but
I saw today and I loved it. I know it may or may not happen. So I said a couple of weeks ago when we were doing the show that Michelle needs to, but everybody was like, Michelle is trying to have no parts of the White House
yeah,
ever again in her life. And so
Yep.
I
And
can embrace that. Even after
yeah,
the
absolutely.
beautiful song that Jennifer Lewis wrote,
wh-
Kamala and Michelle,
why is Jennifer Lewis this way? Why?
I
Why?
love
she
her.
is going to be how
I
she
love
is.
her.
And that's just it. You're going to love it or hate it. But I love her. And I saw today Kamala and Jasmine Crockett ticket, and I love it.
Oh,
I feel like Jasmine is gonna be a real hot though. She gonna be like the little firecracker, and they gonna have to keep telling her, Jasmine, you can't
yeah,
say
that's
that.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But I feel like she could be groomed enough. It's enough time. It's enough time to say, sis, okay, you're gonna have to tone it down. We get it. These
You can't
motherfuckers
pop off
crazy.
it.
And you wanna come at their neck every chance you get. But it's a way you gotta do it. You can't just be like, and another motherfucking thing, bitch. Because
Yeah.
that's just she's literally
Yo,
seconds
sleep
away from
brown big bag.
rolling her head
You
and
know
all
what?
of that shit.
You
She's
know Marjorie
literally,
Green would just quit immediately. She would immediately
and
resign.
that's what she needs to do regardless.
Yeah.
So
That
I
is
thought Trump would have chose her just to try and get the female votes. But again, he's not smart enough to do that because these
but again, you have to
Oh,
go,
au fait
well, actually,
women
he
would.
knows that she's.
is she really a female? That's the one question that I get right
I'm
Goddamn.
dead. I'm
Mm,
dead. I'm gone.
mm.
so yes, and you can't consider
I
a
was
female
not ready.
if you don't have a female with you because really, really, that doesn't look right to me. Some of these things just don't stack up.
I saw he even pulled Melania out the dungeon and let her come to the convention and speak. Cause her ass ain't been seen nowhere. She been with her security guard boyfriend.
Yeah,
She
I've been
probably had another
I
baby and
don't even think she was in
everything.
the U.S.
I've been
He
just saying
threatened to cut that check off if you don't fly back this weekend immediately.
all I was saying was Melania,
Melania, what I
blink
need.
if you're just blink twice. We'll understand. Just just blink twice. If you're in any type of danger, we'll have a car waiting for you at the end of the hall. Uh,
Right.
that was one of the funniest things because at first she wasn't even there while he was giving the speech. She wasn't even there. And then they cut to her and she was there.
They
So
using AI really well in this whole campaign. Let me tell you, I don't believe none of the shit with AI. You really can't even believe what you see anymore.
Really can.
So it's no telling what
You
they're
really
doing.
can.
You cannot.
wow,
I
wow.
saw a video of a cat holding an iPhone, like taking pictures. How's that possible? AI, AI. If they can make you believe a cat can hold the iPhone and take pictures, they can make you believe Melania Trump was in the building and
Pretty
supporting her
much.
husband.
Okay, well, maybe she.
Melania wasn't even in the White House while he was president.
Well, that's true.
She was still living in the. I mean, when in the history
Where's she from?
of
Yugoslavia?
white American? I don't know.
Nah, where was Rose from Golden Girls? That's where
From
Melania.
she's from Italy.
No, Rose was
oh,
from
oh,
Guggenstein or
yeah,
some
she's from yeah, Minnesota. Goosen's flying, and really just outside of Duluth, Minnesota. That's where she's from.
Yeah.
It was Minnesota this whole time.
Yeah, Saint.
Don't make me go back and look.
Yeah.
Wait, Steven. So you said who you want to see run with Kamala?
Well, I think just off, just first hearing the name, I think Pritzker is probably has a big chance. That's good money. That's good money.
Brisker
That's
got
good
money.
money.
He got that damn money.
He got money. What he doesn't have is name recognition. He's
But
he's known in the Midwest. He's known in Illinois, Indiana, part of Minnesota and Ohio. But outside of that, and they did a poll on um, who they thought would be the vice presidential candidate, and Pritzker got 2% of the vote.
Really?
Yeah.
what he does have is an attorney that's well connected with the FBI, with the CIA, with all that shit, and it's
Yeah.
corrupt as fuck. And he put Pritzker in office,
Mhm.
and he has all damn near every suburb in Chicago or in Illinois he's representing, and that's Michael Delgado of the Delgado Group.
Wow.
And how do I know this?
How do you know this, Lisa?
How do you know?
Investigate and advocate. Shout out to Jedediah Brown. They
Ha!
investigated. They investigated the Delgado Group, which is
Man,
Dawson's mayor, Tiffany Henyer's attorney. So
Mhm.
why hasn't she been charged? What's taking the FBI so long? These are the questions that the residents has. Delgado has the FBI. He's like has these great relationships with them, states attorneys, all of that stuff. He is protecting her, but he helped put Prince. He had a meeting. This was discovered in the investigation. He had a meeting with Delgado and who was the former governor before Pritzker. I mean, I say he
right.
had a meeting with Delgado. Delgado had a meeting with Pritzker and the former governor.
Uh,
And by the time they left out of that meeting, Pritzker was set to become governor, and he did.
yeah, that was Rauner.
It was like what he says and what he aims to happen happens.
Wow.
And so yeah, it's like he's like well connected. Like it's crazy. Who do you know divorce records are sealed?
Hell, I wish
That's
mine.
public knowledge. That's public knowledge. What you
Ah!
say? What did you say?
I wish mine was sealed. Hell, sealed. Somebody ask me the question one more time. Let me keep my hand raised up. Ask
Who
me.
do you know divorce records are sealed?
I know not a damn person who's.
Michael Delgado's is.
I should have had him on retainer.
Because he got so many people. He has so much information redacted from documents because it would incriminate so many people in higher power.
Here's to you, Michael.
This man is got Pritzker in his pocket. So if Delgado really wants to, with all of his connections, this man might make it a little further than any of us think he would,
Hmm.
even with his 2%.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um. If he and I don't think he'll do it because let's look at this realistically. If the election was held and Kamala Harris wins, she's in that position for the next 8 years.
Mm, mm.
She's going to be in that position for the next 8 years. Okay,
If she
so
winning, you about right. Yeah.
she's going to do a second term.
Yeah.
So that's 8 years. Pritzker or whoever would be in there would have to wait another 8 years, and she is only what? She's only 59. Kamala Harris is.
Is she that old?
I didn't think she was that old.
No, she is.
Oh no.
She is 59, huh?
Yeah, I think she's 59 years
Wow.
old. So she's gonna be in that position for a while. How long has it been since you've had a 59-year-old president outside of Barack Obama?
Man, it's been a long time.
So that's going to be something that's going to be just store up 8 years right now. Okay, who's going to wait 8 years for their turn?
Yeah, wow.
Who's going to wait that long?
Oh, and for the record, Mitch is only 82. He just looked like he's 92.
They don't age well.
They don't.
They don't. They
They're
don't
not
have
like
the
us.
collagen and the melanin. Period.
They have a problem aging. But here's I will say this, and I'm not picking on. I am not an ageist or anything like that. Hell, I have a father, and he is 85 years old.
He still don't look as old as.
Not as old. He does not carry. Joe Biden does not carry himself the way my father does. And as a man, a black man who's 85 years old, he carries himself well. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have his moments, because after all, he is 85 years old. But
exactly,
from an 85-year-old.
I have my moments at 52.
I don't even want to go into my moments at 57. I don't. Don't want to do it. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna.
Listen, every day is a struggle.
But that's what you have to deal with as a black man at 85 versus a white man at 85. It is two contrasting polar,
literally night and day.
Yeah, literally night and day.
Night and day.
And so everybody who's complaining, I know that Trump was complaining about Biden being the oldest presidential nominee and out there, and we really should guard ourselves against someone who is the oldest presidential nominee. Now, guess what? Biden's out. Trump, you are now the oldest nominee.
The oldest, the dustiest, the decrepitest. Like, that's you. You got that title now, bro.
And he was only what, 2 years younger than Biden?
Yeah.
How you talking all that junk and you only 2 years younger?
But the whole thing is
because he got shot.
Oh yeah, he can tell.
Many men.
You do realize that 50 Cent, the person who produced that song, is now saying that Trump wants that song, and he's saying no.
Hell no.
He's like,
as he should.
Absolutely not. Find another song, which is why Kid Rock came out there and performed, because he tried.
Kid Rock performed that.
No, Kid Rock performed another song, and he did some songs before Trump got up there. Kid Rock came on stage, and he sung or yelled for a few minutes, and then Trump came out. But yeah, he tried to use that song, and he was met at the gate and said, "I wish you would play. I wish you would. I'll take every
absolutely not.
Man,
time you got
all that money you just got in
it will belong to him." So that is to me this whole process now. Oh, and by the way, Trump said that if Biden is not fit to run for president, he is not fit now to be president. So he should be
trying to
immediately
get him out the office.
He's
And,
trying.
and then who? You gonna have Kamala as the president because that's who gonna take his place
That's
No,
exactly.
no, no.
during the term.
Nope. The Speaker of the House, Mike
Oh
Johnson,
yeah, sure is. Yeah,
would take his
sure
place,
is.
and that is both Trump and Johnson are singing the same song. He should be removed from office immediately, and because they know that the Speaker of the House is second in line to the president, and he will become president.
Well, they
So,
need to change that shit immediately.
well, there's a
Because
lot of
what exactly is the how you vice president and you can't even take his place if something happens to him? Who thought that out? Who made that rule?
well, yeah, the only reason why I would consider being vice president is the chances of becoming president
Yeah.
in any capacity if
You think about it.
to
Vice president is the ultimate. That it's the ultimate. Don't really got to do shit job and
that's true.
still be. Well, I mean, what the fuck do you really got to do?
Godparents have more responsibility than the vice president at this fucking point because if something happened to me, my godparents or my kid gotta kick in and like be there. So you telling me something happened to the president, the vice president is like, oh, all right,
All right,
I'm gonna
it
go
was
back
nice,
home.
but wait. Okay, so but what happens when? Okay, so like in cases like with Nixon, when he got
Yeah,
uh,
but Nixon was not impeached. That's the other part. Nixon was. They thought that Nixon was about to be impeached, and then he resigned.
But
But
Donald Trump was impeached, right?
Donald Trump, along with Bill Clinton, were were impeached. But the impeachment was only one sided.
I
The
don't care how many
Congress,
sides. This
Congress
nigga was
voted
impeached.
to impeach
This
him,
nigga
and
got rape charges on him. This nigga grabbed women by the pussy. This nigga did all this shit, but he still got all these support. He literally divided the country, and it's so evident. And it's like
but this is what the Republican Party wants.
division.
He wants, instead of going out and getting a non-Trump candidate, they would rather bow down and kiss the ring of Trump and let him come back in and do more damage, knowing that and they're only doing it because of the following that he has. So that's the biggest that that that's why the Republicans are not standing up and saying it, because the first person you would think, well, if anybody needs to step down and recuse themselves from running, is not Biden, it's Trump.
It
exactly.
literally is. Like everybody forget. Like I still will say this over and over and over again. Niggas let that $1,400 stimulus
Mm,
make them crazy. Oh shit, I
They
ain't never
just
got no
swear
free money
that
under
Trump
another
get.
president.
no,
Barack didn't do this. We ain't get no money under Barack. We ain't do this. Like Trump is for the people. Trump, my life been better since Trump been in office.
how the hell your life?
Really?
And that's
How
why
many
he made
relatives could
sure
you?
that that shit didn't go out till his name was on there to make them because he was against the fucking money.
Right.
He
He was
didn't even
against
want
the
to get it.
fucking money, but he had no other choice because
Oh, I
you was
know.
the whole nigga that released the COVID shit. Not only did you
Thank you.
release the COVID shit, you
You were warned about it.
millions of people died from the COVID shit. Okay, your grandmama, your big mama, your auntie, your uncle, your granddaddy, all of them are gone now. Millions of people because he said, "Oh, it's a fake situation.
Right.
It's not real. You know, it's a China disease. It started in a lab. All that bullshit. Be that as it may, then all those people died, and he blames Fauci.
Yeah.
Fauci's on fucking trial for COVID, like he pulled it out of his pocket and dispersed it to
Exactly.
people.
Hmm.
This man is the devil incarnate. And what he came and did to people and it made them open up, they took their mask off, KKK mask off.
Mhm.
Oh, we could be free now. Trump in office. Yeah, we can fuck niggas. Like we don't need to like them. We ain't gotta respect them. We ain't gotta hire them. They literally are trying to end diversity and inclusion. And
Yeah.
that's everybody. That's blacks, every other race, that's gays, that's like he's trying to put us back in the cotton fields. Everybody. It ain't gonna be no house niggas. It's gonna be low budget white people in the house. And we still gonna be in the fucking field.
Exactly.
Do me a favor and when you all can, I know when you are listening to this here, it's going to be a different day or whatever. But do by all means, please go on YouTube and search Project 25. What does it mean? What is 20 Project 2025? Please look at it.
Hmm.
It's probably a good 50 minutes to an hour long, in depth, giving you line by
Breaking it down.
what is Project 2025. You
No
want
more Medicare, no more Social Security. Everybody fend for themselves. So old people gonna be out here broke, dying, can't get their medicine, and ain't nobody gonna have no rights. Everybody gonna be against the lower class and the people that are the gays and all that stuff. They're gonna be attacked probably brutally more so in the streets because of who they are and what they do. It's gonna be a mess. It's literally gonna be like a massacre.
you want
If Trump comes back in office, the whole 4 years is gonna be like purge, the purge.
exactly, and you want to know for yourself what this Project 2025 is all about. Uh, there are three branches of government in this country: executive, legislative, and judicial.
Hmm.
Project 2025 wants to remove two of the three branches and just have the executive, which means that only the president can make
Right.
the law.
Hmm.
And that these are things we talked about: Social Security, we talked about Medicare, we talked about the Affordable Care Act. All of that is gone.
Out
So,
the door. Out
so
the door.
you want to know what this stuff is? I'm trying to pull it up right here. Yeah, here it is, right here, just so that you will know for yourself. I'm going in no order. Okay, the banning contraceptives, higher taxes for the working class,
Mm.
raise the retirement age, cut Social Security and Medicare and end the Affordable Care Act, raise prescription drug. What Lisa was just talking about, raise the prices of prescription drugs, end civil rights and DEI protections in government.
Civil rights.
This is, I mean,
This is
ban
what our ancestors fought for and died for.
ban
Our civil rights. And they say, fuck y'all, y'all ain't civil. Y'all don't need no
Yep.
rights. Kiss our
ban,
ass.
ban the African American agenda, ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. Ban it. Increase Arctic drilling. Trump already said he wants to drill, drill, drill. Remember,
Hmm.
he's saying that's what he's talking about. Defund the FBI and Homeland Security. Use the military to break up domestic protests. So these are just a few of the things that Project 2025 is all about, and
Yep.
you need to do your work. This is just not about eliminating Biden, eliminating Trump.
It's about eliminating democracy.
It's about the democracy that we have to hold on to in order to make sure that this country is still founded on the very principle that the forefathers wanted it to be. All of that ends because the Senate will hold on to the Senate by a small, small margin. I mean, by the House by a small, small margin. They already have this majority in the Senate.
Hmm.
So we have to do everything we can to hold on to these offices so it will not be Republican led. So
And
everything that they want to have happen, they'll have the votes to make it happen, and we need to keep that from happening.
yeah, And these are our rights that our ancestors earned for us and fought for. And they're all about to be out of the window with one vote for this ignorant ass man.
Oh, can I ask one more? Add one more thing or two more things in here? Uh,
Hmm.
end birthright citizenship.
Mm.
America stands on if you are born here, you are a
That's
citizen.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
no longer the case if this thing goes through.
because he's so block the borders, block the borders. Like, I mean, and I get it in this day and age, especially in Chicago with the Venezuelans taking over everything. But like, come on, if these people are seeking asylum and they're dying left and right in their country, then they should be able to come to a place where they're safe and they can live. But
If this
yeah, no, he's like everybody got to go. I literally read that Trump said the border crisis is all Joe Biden's fault. He let prisoners and mental patients come over here undocumented and all of that stuff. So you're telling me that they went to these other countries and they went to the prisons and said, "Hey, hey,
Right.
come
Exactly.
on out, come to America. You can come set up in these cities and seek asylum over there." And you're in prison and
yeah,
you in a mental health institution. And he said, like, yeah, just let them come. Those people are not prisoners or they might be some criminals, but they not prisoners. So everything he
Exactly.
says is a damn lie.
yeah,
And not only that, he's fighting for immunity for the police officers. All police officers. Whoever they shoot and kill. We just saw a video
Exactly.
tonight of a black woman being shot and killed in her kitchen for holding a pot of boiling water that she had on the stove that she was about to dump out. And her
Yeah.
religious beliefs, because she was fearful and the police officers again was fearful, she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," while she's at her sink about to pour this boiling water out. Police officer said, "The fuck you mean? No, you won't. I'll shoot you in your fucking face or shoot the shit out of you or something like that," he said. And he did it. He shot her, she went down, and then he said, drop the pot," as if the pot wasn't already dropped. He wants to give men like that immunity from those type of crimes.
I mean, if you haven't heard, you should talk about Sonia Macy.
Yeah.
You find out what part of Illinois?
It was like
Sangamon County.
Sangamon
Well,
County,
I
so
guess.
it's some downstate
but
type
that
stuff.
here,
It was in
Yeah.
Illinois, Delvin. I just realized that too.
Yep.
wow, wow,
Yeah, black woman in her home. We still don't know why they were there, what they came
Exactly.
for, like none of that stuff. But they showed up to her house. Her house. They were asking her to show them her ID, and she's like, "Well, I don't know what my ID is." And she's trying to talk and explain herself. And then they're like, "Well, you don't want to start a fire in the kitchen, because something was boiling." And so she's like, "Oh, okay." So she goes over to the stove, removes the pot from the stove. She literally looks like she's standing by a sink or something, and she's gonna put the pot down or whatever. And he was like, she was like, "Why y'all backing up?" And he was like, "Well, you got a boiling pot of water or whatever." And she was like, "Oh no, like I wouldn't do nothing like that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus." And he was like, "Please don't, 'cause I'll shoot the shit out of you." And literally did in her face.
Hey,
wow.
you bring up
Not
Jesus,
one.
them demons start trembling, don't they?
And that's what he did.
I guess he trembled to the point that he had to pull that trigger. And big, gigantic white guy was threatened by the smallest of women, whose only defense was a pot of water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And as opposed to what in the worst could have happened to him, he would have had some burns,
And
but
as
he,
many feet away as they were, even if she would
Exactly.
have doused the pot, that shit
You
wasn't gonna hit them.
splash. Exactly. Yeah.
If it splashed, they might have got a couple of little. But is that a reason for somebody to lose their life over and for you to shoot them in their face and in
Absolutely
their
not.
head?
Absolutely not.
let me read what Joe Biden had to say about this today.
Okay.
Sonia's family deserves justice. I am heartbroken for her children and her entire family as they face this unthinkable and senseless loss. Jill and I mourn with the rest of the country, and our prayers are with Sonia's family, loved ones, and community during this devastating time. I commend the swift actions that were taken
Yeah,
by Springfield State's Attorney's Office. While we wait for the case to be prosecuted, let us pray to comfort the grieving. That's from your president, Joe Biden. And would you have gotten a statement like that from Donald Trump? Hell to the no.
He
please,
even know.
please.
He would have brought the officers to the White House and said, "Look at these patriots; they're doing their job."
Exactly.
Patriot.
Yeah, that's exactly what he would have said.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad, but I'm also surprised that that officer's in jail because we usually waiting
Wait and see.
months and
They take them off duty.
But
And,
you know,
exactly,
they
the
put them
only
on paid duty, paid administrative leave,
exactly,
and they still getting their checks and still living their lives, and they just don't have to go to work every day.
yeah,
So they
but
don't even
exactly.
have to be as stressed as they were. Like so, what? That's a reward. That's not a damn consequence.
the only reason why he is in jail today is because the Springfield department is going to backtrack and backpedal and get as far away from this as they can possibly get away
Mhm.
from and make him out to be the example. But I
Okay.
promise you, he's going to be like the same police officer who shot Laquan McDonald those many times. Where is he at? He was released. Where is he? Nobody seems to know where he is. So
Probably in another state on another police
Oh,
force.
wait a minute. He was released.
yes, he did. He didn't even do a full. No, he got released.
Because he got attacked too while he was in there, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, and so that was another reason. Oh, let's get this guy out of here.
How
yeah.
many niggas get attacked and
Suffering.
It's this whole thing is just screams of blue favoritism. But once he gets prosecuted and he gets sent away to jail or to prison or wherever he's going to go, they're going to protect him. They're going to keep him under wraps.
Heavily. Yeah.
absolutely.
They're going to keep him away from the general population. They're going to keep him protected and isolated as much as they can. And when he gets released, you will never see him again. He will be
Never know it.
a ghost walking around in this country. You won't know anything about him or where he is. He could pretty
He
much,
might end up in witness protection.
Exactly.
yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy that the government has to protect him but won't protect our own?
Mm.
That's
They
And
were supposed to be
listen,
protecting her. She called them for a prowler.
she called him
They were
for.
supposed to be
That's what
protecting
it
her.
was.
Yes. She's
yeah.
reporting a prowler.
And they asking her for ID.
Well,
They come in looking at her like she did something wrong. Why you need the ID of the woman who called to complain, to seek help from you guys?
because in the beginning she did not know how to express to the officers what was going on. So when the police officers were there, she thought or they thought, well, this really is going to be a non-call, but she really couldn't express that, and so then they're pressing her and trying to find, well, have you ever taken any medication or anything like that? So they're going to chalk this up to some type of mental episode,
Mental health.
right?
But see, the thing, they need to take ownership of that because nobody would be fearful of them if they didn't shoot first and ask questions later.
They
If
sure
they didn't have the history of that,
Exactly.
where, everybody, a lot of black people, even little kids, are afraid of the police because
Yeah.
so many times it just don't end well for us.
Yep.
that's
Those officers who are to serve and protect are ending up killing and destroying.
yeah. Yeah, that's the shame of it all, because I think that this could have, clearly this could have been handled a different way. But the answer to an officer is to defend themselves, and the only thing they have to defend themselves with is the firearm they have on their side.
They could have tased her.
Even tasing, they're not even thinking about that, because the only thing they're thinking about is going home to their family. They're not thinking about that person going home to their family or staying
Well,
home.
she was home.
Exactly.
She was already home. But who was the person who got shot in the bed? And that was another
Right.
who they came in while he was sleeping or while she was sleeping. She was in the bed and she got shot or he got.
Oh shoot.
But that's all I'm saying is we got
What's her name? Bree.
this is the that we have in
Yeah.
America. We defend, the police officers only defend themselves with the weapon that they have. But when the weapon that she had was a pot of water, how can you even justify you using a weapon, a gun, against a woman with a pot of water?
Mm-hmm.
Make
Pot of water
and then shoot her in the face.
in the head. The other officer, he was like, the one that shot, he was like, let me go get my kid. He was like, nope, she's gone. She's down. She's dead.
But
He was
even
like, you can go get the kid, but she's out of here.
Exactly.
But even while he's trying to get the kid, both of their weapons are still drawn on her.
Still drawn while they're talking.
That's
if you're that fucking scared, you don't need to sign up for that field. You don't need to go into law enforcement.
This is not the job for you.
It's not.
It may be honorable. It may be a means of income that helps support your family, and all of those things may be true. But if you scared, this ain't for you.
It's not.
This ain't for you. And I really don't understand, why do we let so many people who are scared defend themselves with weapons while we are scared and we can't?
Man,
why can't I? If I'm scared of you and you are scared of me, but you got a gun, shouldn't I be scared?
Exactly.
That only makes sense.
Shouldn't I be the one that's scared if you're the one that got the gun?
It makes sense to us, but to those people that was talking shit on our last video that Delvin posted on the unmuted page, it don't make sense to them because they all fucking mental patients, and they support and they trust that white devil with the red hair or whatever, orange hair, whatever color that shit is. That's who they're so far up his ass that they can't even think reasonably. I'm sure their parents, if they express half the shit that they feel and think to their parents would be so disappointed in them. Because how are you this way? How? Y'all can jump on social media and say, talk all type of shit under statuses. And that only goes for the Trump supporters, but that's who I'm addressing right now. Because fuck y'all. We say what the fuck we want to say when we want to say it on this show. And if you got a problem with it, bitch, don't turn in. Don't tune in. You feel like you can just...
They're not tuning in. They those are trolls. Exactly. I'm just trolls.
And they going to have some more of that for us. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be as nice. I was thanking them for their support last week. This week, they can get it.
And for people who don't
everything I typed got banned.
Everything you
took down everything I put, every damn thing I typed. It was like, this message has been removed. Fuck you.
Okay. So let me bring people up to speed. With every episode, there is a promotional, maybe 30-50 second promotional video that we put on our page, on our Unmuted the Podcast page, on social media, the Genius Media Group, our own personal pages. This one was talking about the fact that Donald Trump got shot, but he really had a graze wound, and he didn't get shot
at all, and didn't get stitches, and that probably wasn't real blood. And he went to play golf the next day after he got shot.
Absolutely.
And the Secret Service people were fake, and the whole thing was fake.
So people on social media who were Trump supporters saw the video. Now, normally we would get maybe 2, 3, 5.
We never got that many comments.
Exactly.
I don't even remember how far we left off. I think I'm not really okay. Let me make sure what the number is.
When I looked, it was like 130 something likes, reactions, and then like 30 some comments.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to go to the page. I'm going to give you an official number on where we are. Okay? Because I want what I say to be accurate. We'll go here. Okay. The fact that Donald Trump, oh, I'm on the wrong thing. It's on Instagram. The fact that Donald Trump caused this kind of commotion, I was all for it. Here's the numbers. Here are the numbers. Yes, okay. There are 59 comments on this, and there are 335 likes. Let me talk about.
It literally doubled from the last time I looked at it.
Yeah, let me talk. The 59 comments are what Lisa is talking about. She's saying "fuck you" to the 59 people or whoever.
All of y'all, your
On,
mamas, your daddies,
and I don't have a problem with that because I'm never mute Lisa, because that's like muting Lisa is like baptizing a cat. Can't happen.
I'm clawing.
You gonna claw her through? You gonna get some marks. You gonna get the claws from all of this. But that's what Lisa's talking about. What I want to talk about are the 335 people who agree with what we said.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you very much for standing up for Unmuted the Podcast. Thank you for standing up for our right to speak freely, because that's exactly what we do here. We speak what's on our mind, and if you don't like it, go screw.
And we're not gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop. And if you keep trolling, then I gotta put you in Taylor Swift context and start pulling out the fuck gun and just say, you know, just fuck all of
you. You know I'm petty. I will pull up their whole fucking family. I will go down, because some of them not smart enough to create troll accounts. Yeah, I went on there to chat.
And they stand on their shit. And
you.
See where they work, where they go to church at, where they do all that stupid shit, because they just such diehard people. They just such diehard Trump supporters. And you can still lose your shit just like the next motherfucker.
I don't mind.
I
don't mind at all.
Put y'all masks back on. Put them KKK masks back on before y'all.
That would be the safe thing to do. Exactly.
Well,
you're smart. Go on and create your troll account. Don't put no picture up.
They're already doing that in what was it, North Carolina, when they did their march with the khakis and the swastika flags and all of that stuff, marching down the street, down. They already started.
Some of them learning that it ain't that safe for them. Did you see them get jumped by some?
Yeah,
they think they just they think they so bold. They get okay.
But what I'm saying is, why walk down the street with a swastika flag and a mask on your face? If you're gonna do it,
be loud and proud.
Come on out and just drop your mask and let everybody know this is who I am. This is exactly who I am. Because when you hide your face, it just puts more incentive in us to really find out who you are. And it's going to happen.
I'll be right back.
It's going to happen. We're going to find out who you are. Whether it's going to happen.
Don't you hurt that baby?
In private. So we would rather you just identify yourself from the beginning. Might as well.
Exactly.
Might as well. This is Unmuted the Podcast, just in case y'all didn't know. We speak our mind here on this show, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it, and you're well within your right to not like it.
Right?
Everybody don't have to love us. I mean, we're secure in our feelings to believe that everybody ain't going to agree with us. But I really had to thank the 335 people who really supported us during this process. And I personally didn't say anything because, I was like, I just told Lisa and Steven, and they say less, we got you. And they took care of business, and they just went on there. Now, I didn't know that Steven stuff was getting banned. so there's that.
I may have gotten carried away. But I think what pisses me off the most is that they weren't even good insults. Come on, if you're going to talk about us, damn, at least be funny, be witty about it. The insults were horrible.
Yeah. Are you really sick? I mean, all of this going, I mean, who are you to say all that? I'm like, who am I? I'm nobody, really. Well, why are you paying attention to me? If I'm really irrelevant, if we really are irrelevant, and we really don't, we don't know what we're talking about, why are you so dialed into what we say, since we don't know anything about what we talk about?
Why
Why?
are you here?
Why are you here? I help me understand that, please. Can somebody who is on that side please help me understand that? By all means, let me know. Okay, this was good. I love the fact that we have this type of spirited debate. But the truth of the matter is, we ain't lied about none of the stuff that we said.
Not one lie.
Where,
Not
where?
even speculation.
If I can see if he got shot with a 22, I can see that bullet bouncing off of his face or his head or whatever, his ear, and going in another direction. You
I'm
get
sorry, guys.
no, you're good.
Are you good?
You get shot with an AR-15 from 400 feet away. How does that just scratch your ear? How does that
When
happen?
he went down, one of them Secret Service scratched his ear, and that's what he came back up with. If that was real blood, like I said, no stitches needed,
I'm
Mm-mm.
looking.
no time away, no. You playing golf?
I know plenty of
I'm gonna
video.
send you a picture, Delvin, and I don't know if you want to post it on the page later, but it shows the wound of what a bullet from an AR-15 would would
What it will
cause.
look like. What it will look like. I tell you one. I'll give you one better. Shoot a watermelon from 400 feet away with an AR-15. See
It's
what
exploding everywhere.
Thank you, thank
that
you.
that did not happen here.
It didn't. Not in the least.
Even if it did scratch his ear, it would have scratched his ear. It would have scratched his head. He would have had bleeding from every orifice in his body because that bullet would have gone through one side of his head and come out the other side.
Oh, in a
I,
perfect world.
Exactly.
again, I don't know anything about guns and bullets and shooting people. Maybe I'm not the one to think about these things here from 400 feet away. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
I
I
doubt it.
doubt, I doubt it. And on that note, we're going to end Unmuted the podcast because
Wait.
go ahead.
I know we didn't talk about this, but I just want to send prayers out to the family of the postal worker that was shot and killed
Yeah.
here on 121st and Harvard last week. And her name was Octavia Redmond, 48 years old, newly married. Her husband worked for the post office as well. She's doing her route, and somebody unloaded like 7 bullets into this lady.
That's a personal attack. That's nothing random.
Absolutely.
You get shot,
Absolutely.
you get shot in the you get shot in the head, the hip, the
The
torso.
neck, the stomach, the everything.
That's a personal attack.
And they really didn't care because they showed up in a white Durango with black and red stripes on it. Like, how hard is that going to be to find?
They had no
Unless they went into a
Right.
garage and pulled that stuff off right
no.
after.
They sent that thing to the middle of a field and set that thing on fire. That's what they did. The police found the car.
A mom of three. They found the car.
Yeah, they found the
I
car.
didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah, I
hear
didn't know
that.
that either.
Burnt that car up. Yeah, they burnt it up.
She looked like a beautiful person with a beautiful smile. Everybody that I saw that was interviewed on the news was like she was just a joy to work with, a joy to be
Hmm.
around, and a small kids too. Mom of three small children. Like I said, newly married. He worked there as well. He was a union steward. So like, there's so many different ways this story can go, but I don't even want to like address that right now because they're still mourning the loss of her life. But this is something to be discussed later.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely discuss that because that story's not going to end anytime soon. And if it does end, it will only be because of no one doing their job to find out who it
Let
is.
me tell you something. $250,000 reward. If I knew anything, I'm like, hello.
Yeah,
I'm telling it. 250,000. Somebody on 121st and
Yeah,
Harvard got ring
it's a
cameras. They
wrap.
got like other stuff that they could be.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say this: watch the person who turns them in be family.
Wow.
Watch
And
the
I feel you. I get what you're
Probably.
saying because I some things that have come back to me. That's what I said
Hmm.
we're not gonna discuss now. But like I've heard some things and like yeah,
watch them say, "Listen, I'm gonna turn you in. We're gonna get this money, and then we're gonna use that for your
I
defense."
got you.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
but
Uh,
rest in peace to her and
please, y'all,
much
keep her.
love and prayers
And
for
then,
her
and
family.
also, and rest in peace to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
Oh
Can't
my
forget
God,
about her.
y'all. Let
Um,
me tell y'all this. Kayla worked with the dude that was running against her in Houston. And this was before
mm,
she moved back home. I think his name was John something. I
mhm.
can't think of it. I can't call it right now. Sheila was a whole pistol. And during that campaign, somebody on her campaign released some audio footage of her going the fuck off. Like she was snapping. Kayla had sent it to me.
I remember this.
You
I
She
remember.
was snapping, calling the workers fat asses and lazy asses. She was going hard. And that's not to discredit her because we all have our moments when we snap and stuff. And they just weren't doing
Mhm,
their stuff right. So she had to get it off her. But yeah,
mhm.
rest in peace to
Called
her.
them on it. Yeah,
She was like a historian and for the Black Democratic
absolutely.
Party. So yeah.
And she didn't
She
get she didn't get to where she got being soft.
at period. We never do. What they say, good girls
Yes.
are boring. They don't have the best of lives.
And the last, prayer out is out to Pastor Marvin Winans, uh,
Man,
uh, being diagnosed with stomach
bladder.
bladder
Oh
cancer,
Mhm.
wow.
being diagnosed with bladder cancer, and
And you didn't hear it? Did you hear his testimony?
yeah, he's saying that he don't believe none of it, and that the X-rays came back and they couldn't find anything.
They couldn't find it. After he saw it on the screen himself, he saw the cancer. He said it looked like a cauliflower type situation. And then he went he had one of his members or one of the associate pastors or something to pray for him. And he didn't tell her nothing. He was like, I need you to just pray and call it out and everything. And she started laying
Right.
hands on him and just saying, heal God, heal God. And when he went back for that next test, the doctor's like, well, I don't see anything. Like maybe it's embedded into your bladder or something. He like, no, ain't nothing embedded, burned in, ain't nothing like that. It's gone.
Right.
So like that's
I
Send
crazy.
me that. I didn't hear it. You got to send me that.
Yeah, that was a crazy
I want
testimony I saw today.
I want that. I'm gonna find it again because I think Rick Party put it on his Instagram. So I'll find it and send it to you guys.
And
Uh,
while we on this gospel music industry, we didn't get to touch on Kim Burrell apologizing to the
you know
the
that
Kim Burrell
LGBTQ.
apologized every month.
why?
Every month is shit.
Why do you think she
Ain't this
did?
the second time she's had to? I mean,
She said she really literally gets it now and she understands that she hurt them by her words. She said, who wants to deliver a message from God and hurt the people while doing it? Girl, you knew what you was saying. You knew that when you because you said it with your chest. And you not
this is not the
apologizing with
first or
your
second
chest.
I think she's missing that money that's coming in
The
from.
first or the second time. That's what somebody said her pockets got light.
Yeah,
And then they was like in the comments like, oh, that Ozempic is really doing her well. I'm like, why y'all got she looked good. She lost weight. She didn't have them big glasses on like I got on. And so they was saying like she looks really good and stuff, but she still they ain't received that. Cause she you know what she did after she said I apologize to them? She was like, give them a round of applause. That's where the shade came in, girl. Why who wanna clap for them? Ain't nobody say ain't nobody say clap for them. That was a slap in the face. The clap for them was a slap in the face. She could have left it at I'm sorry and just moved on.
but
Kim wouldn't be Kim though if she didn't do something. like that.
at all.
But
At
trust
all.
me, her pockets got light. That
Did.
that offering got a little light, and so
And
she
that membership got low.
got like that right. That membership got light, and so so she had to say something, come out with it, so she can get that money up and get that membership back up again. So
But
is it
we still love your voice, girl.
too
We
little too
still love
late?
your
Yeah, specify. Yeah.
It might be a little too late, might be, but we'll watch you sing. But
anytime.
but I don't have to go to
Yeah.
your church. I don't have to go to your church. I don't have to support you in your church ministries and all that stuff.
No.
But hey, keep on singing.
You ain't paying that light bill off my tab. Mm-mm.
But wow, what a night, you all. This is
It's been a great night. It's been a great show.
Harris to Kimberell. I mean, only here can we go from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Only
Yeah.
here.
We
And
can cuss you out and then pray for you.
and then ended on Kimberell in church. I mean, come on. Who else do who else do that? Who else do that? Nobody but us.
Not too many.
This podcast, Miss Lisa J. You can find her on Instagram at Miss MZ Lisa J. Big Sir Steven, you can find him at Big Sir Unmuted, Big Sir _ Unmuted. And then you can find me, of course, at Delvin Restored on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Black Planet.
Go to our YouTube page, like and comment, subscribe, go to everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you can hear your favorite podcast, and just give us a listen. Give us a thumbs up or, whatever. It don't cost nothing. It's totally free, guys.
And trolls, please keep commenting. It
Please
just drives
keep
up our
commenting.
numbers.
I love it.
Get mad.
Get mad and say a few more things so we can cuss you out.
My schedule's free this week. I don't have no meetings for work, so I got a little time.
I'm free on Wednesday, so I'll work on the podcast tomorrow. It'll be up and running to Wednesday. It'll be on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. It should be on YouTube after that on Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. But by all means, it'll stay on Facebook. It'll stay on YouTube for right now until we get the edited version together and get that out to the people so we can have a nice, clean show. You know how we do it, okay? So for Miss Lisa J and for Mr. Big Sir Steven, I'm Delvin. This is Unmuted Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Holla at your boy and your girl. All right?
And your girl.
That's right. Now,